I'm studying biochemistry at Purdue, and after graduation, I'm going to be earning my PhD at the University of Michigan, and I'm going to be in their umbrella program, but hopefully eventually in their cancer biology PhD program, and I will be studying H3K27 trimethylation in pediatric brain cancer.
My name is Santi, and I'm studying physics and math here at Purdue. After graduation, I'm going to be doing a PhD in physics at Harvard.
I'm Briana. I am a double major in aerospace engineering and applied physics. I am planning to go to Caltech to pursue my PhD in physics, where I'll be working on quantum metrology. And this is an area that I'm very interested in because of precision measurements applications, especially in space technology.
First of all, the experience of applying to a prestigious scholarship like that is very valuable, and I think that it was very valuable in graduate applications afterwards, which I used a lot of the material that I made for these scholarships in that.
I applied because I felt like it was a really exciting scholarship because you have a community of people. Of course, astronauts are very cool, so the name itself is very enticing, but I think that having a group of people who are also interested in, areas of STEM, like not only in research but also in industry, is really exciting to be a part of for your rest of your life.
Getting to present in Houston was the first opportunity I had to give a presentation rather than just a poster about my research, and I think that was extremely valuable moving forward into graduate school.
The Astronaut Scholarship is pretty unique in that you get to be a part of this community for the rest of your life. The other astronaut scholars and also members of industry, research, or even astronauts. And the mentorship part is really important as well. I am mentored by an astronaut, actually, Kent Rominger, which is really insane to think about, and it's really great to be able to learn all the leadership skills and life lessons from him. It was a really, really great experience working with NISO. It helped me a lot also with my graduate school applications. I learned a lot about, my interests and, connecting it all together because I felt at some times that my path was a little random. So, working with NISO helped me to put everything together, and it was a really great experience to learn how to write better as well.
So working with NISO was a very cool experience, and it was very valuable to me. Overall, learning how to be able to present complex scientific information in an essay where people don't necessarily know any of the scientific information, I thought was very valuable. And additionally, to be able to present yourself on paper was also very important. I think a lot of the time people do very cool work and they're very talented and in research or in academics, but if you can't present yourself on paper, then it's very difficult to get these sorts of awards, and NISO definitely helped me with that. So.
I think throughout the process, I really learned a lot about myself in terms of what type of research I wanted to do in the future and what type of graduate school I wanted to go to. I learned a lot about how to write graduate school applications. I learned about how to interview well, because in interviews you have to communicate your science effectively, and I think Goldwater and Astronaut were really transformative in being able to do that. Yeah, I would definitely pursue applying for NISO scholarships again.
Knowing what I know now, I definitely would pursue this application again. I actually applied twice to the Astronaut Scholarship. The first year I didn't get it, but I think overall it's an extremely valuable experience.
My best advice for students about ready to start an application is to make sure that you start early and revise early and often. That's a really important piece because college is extremely busy, and so you don't want to wait the last week to try to put together this application. It's too important and it takes a lot of time, research, and preparation. The other thing I will say is don't not apply because you think that you're not good enough to earn the scholarship. I think a really important part of being a college student, but also applying for any of these applications, is learning how to put yourself out there. It's all about growth, and the most important outcome is that you learn about yourself and you learn about what you want to do in the future, and if that changes, that's perfectly okay.
I think that it's important to be open-minded about the different opportunities that you have for the different scholarships you can apply to.
I think if you're about to start an application with NISO, you have to be extremely open to criticism, and it will all be very constructive criticism and it will be very valuable, but I think you have to be open to rewriting the same thing many, many times over and meeting many times to make sure that your application is the best that it can be. And I think overall, it will be the best that it can be by the time you're finished with working with NISO.